So how do we go about blocking websites with Python? Well, Windows, Mac or Linux, they have a hosts file, which is something like this. So this is the host file, and if you open this host file, you'll see some lines there. And what this host file is for is that if you want to block certain websites, such as Facebook or this Mail Live here, what you do is you type them here, as I have done here. I have typed them via Python in this case, but you can also type them manually, but in that case you don't have control on the times when you want them to be here. So if you have a look at this, this is saying that the IP address should be placed in the first column, followed by the corresponding hostname, which means this is a redirect IP address and this is a hostname, which underlies that if you want to block Facebook, you want to redirect the browser to this IP address, which is a local IP address of your computer, which means when you try to access Facebook, you'll be redirected to that IP, and that shows this error web page. Good. Now this host file on Windows, it is located in this directory here. So Windows System 32 drivers ets, and then you have the host file, which doesn't have any extension, but you can open it as a text file in Atom or other text editors. On Linux or Mac, that host file path would be something like this and hosts. So very straightforward. This is both for Linux and Mac. And on Windows, that was this one here. So I'll copy that and just put it here. So that's for Mac and Linux and Windows. Good, now that we know how this host file works, we can open that as a file via Python using file handling methods, and we can add lines of text at certain times of the day in this host file. For instance, let's say I work between 8 AM and 4 PM. In that case, I'll write a Python script that runs the entire day and checks let's say every 5 minutes, it checks the time, and if it's past 4 PM, then it will delete these two lines. But if you are between 8 and 16, Python will add these two lines in this host file, and the host file will block access to these two websites. So that is starting to make sense, I believe. And all we need to start off is you have to think about, let's say, 2 websites that you want to block, or more, or just one, and also figure out where your host file is located, which I already showed you, and yeah, we should be good to go to start writing the program. And we'll do that in the next lecture.